Welcome, beautiful beings of light. I hope you're all doing well through these turbulent times of ascension. I hope you're all enjoying your healing, growing, evolving, expanding process. I know that this is a time of massive change, of evolution, and I'm with you in it. And as you know, and if you don't know, I talk about my awakening process, this journey of ascension, and bring through my wisdom that wants to be shared about it, and bring through the light codes that want to come through to assist us during this time of ascension, through this time of turbulence, throughout this wonderful, beautiful, and challenging time of inner and outer transformation. And in fact, transformation doesn't really sound the optimal word to use for this time, because it's even more than that. It's sort of paradigm shifting, really. And so I bring to you today a transmission in consciousness. A light language transmission wants to come through to help us at this time, because as we come through this week, I feel like there's a massive ending happening. Endings of cycles. We're going through the last stages of Pisces, and we've just had the Pisces new moon. And I don't know how you fared through that new moon, but my moon is in Pisces, and I was crying so much. I didn't know I could have so much to still come out of me. And of course, it's all good. It's wonderful. It's a big flushing out I've been experiencing. I wonder if you've been experiencing this big flushing out. It's kind of like our pipes are just being flushed out to really allow this new energy that's wanting to come through us. We're at this time where we're about to go through this huge rebirth into this new cycle as we come into the Aries energies and all these eclipses that are coming up, and it's a lot. And I'm actually feeling this week a little bit of calm, which is wonderful, after that Pisces new moon of a massive sort of flushing out. And for me, I don't know how about you, but for me, I've been experiencing some, again, deep healing, but this time it's kind of been like inner child healing, along with like really deep things like wounding around sexuality, around sexual expression and sexual energy. I think a lot of that came up with this new moon, like really deep hidden wounds, and a lot around self-worth, and the inner child healing, or even around, ancestral trauma healing. And that's just my personal growth period, accelerated spiritual growth I'm going through, which is churning up all of these things so I can be flushed out to be a purer, clearer channel to bring through what my gifts to the world. And I feel like we're all doing that to some degree. I guess some of us who are on a more of a priestessy shamanic path, some of us who are really doing deep healing work for others, need to go through the deep healing themselves, because we need to go through that process so we can hold that compassion, that space for others. And so I honor all of this process I'm going through as an opportunity for me to further deepen in compassion, deepen in courage, deepen in strength and fortitude, so I can really bring myself to the world at this time as my soul chose to. And so I hope you're all doing well through this process too. I hope you're really meeting yourself with compassion through these endings, and are excited about the beginnings. And of course, the beginnings, this rebirthing process, is a process that can be painful. You know, birth is a painful, challenging process most of the time, not for everyone. But as we birth ourselves anew at this time, let's take time to honor that which has been. How have you changed in the last year? What's happened in the last year? What are you ready to release now, and with honor, with the gratitude, so you can step into the new expression of you? Questions to reflect on. I feel it's quite a reflective time as we close out these old cycles, honoring the past, but choosing to let go what we need to let go of. Also, this is a time of illumination. I'm feeling that as we close out these cycles, we're becoming much more conscious and aware of what we're closing out that we might not have really realized, but suddenly we're like, oh, I get it now. The pieces are fitting together. I'm finally understanding what's been going on here and how my soul's calling me through this path of evolution for a reason. And so for me, it's a lot of, I came in here to really heal a lot of my ancestral wounding and other lifetime wounding. That's another thing. This Pisces new moon was really connected with the Lyran energies, Lyran constellation. And I'm a Lyran starseed partly. I'm much more than that, but I am a Lyran. And so I feel like actually some of the somatic releases I've been experiencing, I don't know if you can relate, have also been, you know, not of this world, not of this earth. Or we're clearing galactic ancestral history as well. We're reconciling our past, our other lifetimes, so we can really embody who we are in this life and sort of integrate all of that to live our multidimensionality here. I've been feeling and sensing, even my meditation this morning, this vastness within us, this like the spaciousness within us, this sort of undefinable, this pure like cosmic energy. And I've talked about this before, that we're not really singular and we're becoming aware of our multidimensionality. And I feel like as we birth into this new age, new earth, and the Aquarian age is more about us remembering the truth of who we are in our vast multidimensionality, and that becoming more of the norm. Whereas before we've been very individualistic and not remembering and not accessing that truth, because it's only now that the veils are really thinning this much through this ascension process. We're remembering who we are, and we're here to embody that and bring that. And at some point, that will become more of the norm and more acceptable. And, you know, our immense diversity and unique gifts that we're all bringing are all instrumental and vital components to this new energy that's being established on the earth. And it's just really wonderful. And we have to keep holding that frequency. As I said in my last video, it's a matter of keep showing up, keep taking steps each day in that direction to that which we are creating, that which we are becoming, and that which we want to experience of in the world. And so as we close out the Pisces season and prepare for these dramatic new beginnings into Aries and all the eclipse energies that are coming, I want to offer some light codes to help with this process, to really honor the path, embrace our rebirth. Which, as I'm saying it does feel quite daunting, because it's like, it feels quite dramatic to me. It feels like this sudden whoosh energy that we're coming out. And we're kind of in that time where we're just closing out that old, and we've got that sort of little bit of a lull I'm feeling at the moment. It depends when you watch this video, of course. I'm recording this. Oh my goodness, what's the date today? 13th, I think, 14th. And so, of course, if you're watching this next week, it could all be kicking off because we've got the equinox as well. Oh, so much is happening. It's all really exciting. But I just want to offer a transmission today from my higher self, from my team, to help us really close out these old cycles, to really embrace this journey we've been on, honor our path, honor all how far we've come on our healing journeys, and just close out what's needing to close, release what's needing to release, so we can really embark on this new energy that's coming in and really allow ourselves to be reborn. So a lot of codes are starting to come through. So I'm just going to bring through this light language transmission now to assist with this and see what else wants to come through to be shared as I tune in. So I invite you to just center in your heart into the 0 point, into your I am presence, and feel firmly grounded. And if you if you can, please take time to receive this rather than be distracted and go do other things. I'll come back to it another time. So you can really receive that what wants to come through. Kirano, kirano, kirano. Kishwani kishiniaka, otokuriani kishwiniaka. Otokotokoto kishiniaka. Tishianaka tagorshwanakoti tishiniaka. Orianisha, kitikarakate shianakoto kishwiniaka kaka. Ariani kishianakoto koriati kishianakato kishwanika takarshonu. So I'm feeling the energy of like not fighting it. Not fighting this process, that it's like just like the waters are breaking now, and it's like a flow. This you know, you can't stop the birthing process. There might be energies that try to, or some resistance you're holding, but this is time to go with the flow and allow this birthing process to happen. Allow yourself to become new. Even though you might not know what that looks like. You have a sense, your soul knows, your soul's calling you forth. Wow. So I'm feeling like in the collective, there is like a lot of resistance energy going on here. Some forces that do not want this these changes to happen. Of course, they're going to change anyway. I don't know why they even bother really. Yeah, and I'm reminded that it's because I'm reminded that as we birth into these new frequencies, into this new paradigm, into new earth, these energies that do not want this to happen will not have nowhere to go, because they're holding the old structures that are falling, and so they're going to have to evolve too, or they will just, you know, they're scared of not existing. So it's okay, we can just hold compassion and just say, no, we're doing this. We're unstoppable. So all that has been held in this perceived separation is coming back into unity, into wholeness, into oneness. So that which wants to stay in that separation, in that experience of separation, is finding it really hard to hold that, because we're becoming, you know, the energies of that of return to unity, of our interconnection and remembrance that we are all connected as one. And so therefore you cannot hold that energy of separation, because we're not separate, because it's not true. So it's So although we're going with the flow and we can't stop this process, it doesn't mean you're passive. You need to draw upon your willpower to keep going. Wow. There's a sort of beautiful dynamic of flow, going with the flow, but you're steering the rudder of the boat, is what I'm hearing. Otherwise, you're just going to bounce off into the waves. So it's going with the flow, But yeah, steering the rudder. Tiki shara koto ki shona. Ike isheni ke era na koto shoniaka. Takroshwa tiki shara kata kata ke shade toki shiniaka. But I'm hearing we're supporting you with this process. If you just tune into your heart and soul, that is where your rudder is. It does not come from outside. So as long as you keep coming into your heart, you can steer the rudder. Oyanisha kira no koshwayana, katikishia no koshwayana. Ikishinia kotokonia shiniaka. I'm just feeling like these, my team and these aspects of my higher self that are just sort of reveling and marveling at us in this time that we're living through. They hold such a high perspective and the vastness, and they just see everything playing a part in this. Everything is included in the oneness. There's nowhere that source is not. And so this is a beautiful orchestration at this time. Wa tishwaniaka no koshwiniaka, ikila na koriana kashwaniaka, wa. Ishwaniki tishiniana koriana kashwana. But it still takes us to be the divine warriors that we came here to be, is what I'm hearing. So we still need that divine warrior energy because it's not, we're rebirthing and this age is taking time to be established. So we are the ones to establish this, which means being fierce protectors of the truth, protectors of the heart, protectors of the light. And that means not fighting against it. It means standing for. It means being advocates for what you choose to be here for. Kirano. Ashinia konyaka shinianaka, watishinianaka. Shayana kotoriana, shayana kotoriana, shayana kotoriana. The Earth Mothers are supporting us. Irano shwiyanaka. So we have immense support at this time. And letting go of the past is like allowing the leaves to drop from the tree when the time is right. It's effortless, really. When you're aligned with the truth of who you are, what is letting go, it does let go. There's a huge rebirth happening right now. Akishwaniaka, Ikishwaniaka, Tikishaka, Autokishaka, it is Shaka, Tokishaka, it's Shatapro, Shinika, Ishaka, Tikashotaka, Niataka, Shotoko, Shwataka, Kata, or Yanika, take a shot of Ishwania. I get to get a shaka to take a shot on the shaka on the shaka to take a shaka, take a shot a day. I get a shaka to take a shot to get a shaka on Niataka shot to get shaka, get a shaka to take a shaka near. I get a shot to get a shaka in Niataka shot to take a shaka to take a shaka to shaka isha. Oh. So we're doing some clearing. I get to shaka to get shaka to get Shanoko to Ishaka to get a shot to Niakati Shedinako to Ishaka Ishwa. O kitike sharakata, kitike sharakoto, itikashani tish, what? Kishakoto, kitikashanakoto, isharakata, kishianakoto, isharakata, kishorakoto, isharakata, isharakato, isharaka, no koshwa. Okay, so what's going on here, team? Establishment of truth, the truth templates. There's so much distortion that is being cleared. Distortion from our fields, distortion from the mental body. So much distortion from the mind. Just to keep hearing restoring templates of truth. So this is what we're birthing into, and we're birthing through ourselves, becoming who we are becoming, and we're birthing what we're birthing our gifts, we're birthing our expression. So this new surge of life into the world, like this is the spring energy as well. But again, I bring humor into it, lightness into this, because it's all being so divinely orchestrated. All we just do is we align with this divine orchestration. It's like that alignment of higher will with our free will. It's kind of like that is when we're aligned in our hearts and we're in oneness because we're all connected. It is just one kind of divine will, right? Because we are aligning with that essence, the pure essence of who we are in interconnection to all else. So every decision and everything you make always affects the whole. Kira no koshwaniaka, kira no koshwaniaka, ikishwaniaka, ikishwaniaka, akitikara koto koshwaniaka. Tika isha tikara auto kishwanika, tika isha koto tika isha katishana. So I feel that part of this light language transmission is a clearing of what you need to release or what is ready to be released. Some old distorted patterns and ways of being and programs and all of that stuff, to allow in these new energies, to allow this birth to happen. Is there anything that wants to be said here? Kirano, kirano, isheyeyo, isheyeyo, ikishwanyaka. We are singing this new earth into being. We're remembering the songs of our souls. And there's Gaia, there's so much wisdom held within Gaia that is coming forth at this time. Ikishiniaka. Anything else that wants to be shared before we close? So I'm just hearing that the birth is worth the pains of contraction, the contractions. So it's like this, we've been in this deep, dark soil over winter, and we've been preparing, and we've been preparing, and I'm hearing that we've been prepared, we've been prepared for this. Okay. I'm just feeling a really lovely energy as we close of this, like just the richness of this time, like the richness that is here available to us. that's becoming even more available to us as we remember our interconnection to all that is. You know, that is the richness that's held within this planet, that the waters, I've spoken this before, like I keep hearing the remembrance in the water, and the earth herself, Gaia is going through her own process, which is really affecting all of us. And we're just so immensely supported, and this is a joyous time, a great time to be alive. Kirano koshwaniaka, irano koshwaniaka, irano. And so we close here. Thank you. So as ever, I hope this assisted you and served and supported you. I always show up to my videos not really knowing what I'm going to share. I share what I'm going through, and it's interesting to me always to receive what comes through. And so thank you for being here. Thank you for your time today. And if all this resonates with you and speaks to your heart, which I hope it does, then I invite you to subscribe, like, and comment. I always like to hear comments. It helps me know that I'm, connected with all of you. And I'd love to hear what you're going through right now and how you're experiencing your ascension process. I'm, here with you. And if you would like to check out any of my offerings, I have a free meditation with light language every week. You're welcome to sign up to a free light language transmission. It's my gift to you if you would like to receive that. And I also obviously do deep one-to-one work. If you want to take this any further, I do deep alchemical healing and clearing with this light language. So it's my honor to serve at this time. And I appreciate you being here, all of you. So I wish you all well. I wish you a beautiful week and a beautiful rebirth. Much love and blessings. Take care.